is up? What is up? What is up? My name is Stanson. I am the photographer behind Stanson Photography's YouTube channel. If you want, click on my page. That's where I that's where I put most of my photos. A quick message to my only 2 subscribers, but still that's a lot for me since I'm just starting out on YouTube. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded a video in a long time since I'm juggling schoolwork with my photography and YouTube and Facebook. So as you may know, it's very difficult for me to make time for my photography and my studies at the same time. So that's why it's been so long since I have a video. But since I have time now, I'm just gonna give you a few tips. What equipment do I use? What do I have? What equipment do I use? And yeah, that's it. Actually, let's get started. Since it's my first time actually showing my face on YouTube, well, technically that's a lie. I've already shown my face a couple of times on YouTube. Me and a couple of buddies of mine used to film action movies together. I still do that, but not for a living. I got into photography when I was about 8 years old. I had a Kodak Easy Share camera. I don't remember what it's called, but after I started falling in love with photography, and I just got deeper and deeper into it. This progressed along till 2008. Until 2010, December 2010, I decided to enter a photo competition. I was 12 at the time, and I only did it with a pink. The funny story about this, cause I'm sorry. The funny story about this, cause my aunt was about to send me the camera, and they didn't have any other color. So I had 2 choices: either take the pink camera or wait for another 6 months. I didn't want to wait for another 6 months, so I said, yeah, screw it, just give me the pink camera. And yeah, after 2 years, I started getting more into it. I took a photo of this mushroom from the underside, and the lighting was just perfect for the photo. I think I can find it in the computer. And yeah, that got me first prize, and my new camera, Fujifilm, damn it, I forgot. And after that, it kept just escalating. After I really wanted to get more into wildlife photography, and then I started saving up to buy the Olympus SP800UZ. And since it has a 30-time optical wide zoom, it was the optimal camera for me to take photos. I took photos of burrowing owls with that, and it had a manual mode, but the manual that it had was program auto. So I couldn't put my own settings in it. I could only put the white balance, exposure, ISO quality, and yeah, but I couldn't control the f-stop. I couldn't control the shutter speed. So yeah, that was annoying for me. So that's why after a year with the camera, I decided to save up and buy my first professional DSLR. After about 2 years of saving, on my birthday, yes, apparently on my birthday, I was finally able to afford it, and I bought my Nikon D5100, which I have right here. So this is my D5100, standard 18 to 55 millimeter lens. I could show you more, but I'm holding the mic. Hang on. It's a versatile screen. I have to scream because the microphone's put down. It has a movable screen, which makes it really handy to take photographs if you're in a tight spot. Sorry about that. Since I had to put down the mic, I had to scream. I can't find it. Let me show you my backup camera before I had the Olympus. This is a really old camera. It still runs on battery. This was actually my first close to professional camera. This thing. Yeah. This thing is the holy grail. Hang on, there we go. See it? The screen and everything. Yeah, and the camera, it worked, but since it was really old, my other aunt gave it to me. It had dust in the lens. It was a mess, but it still was able to take good photos. Here's one of them right now. I took that photo about half a year ago. So continuing on, I started getting into more photography since I started taking photos with the Olympus SB800 UC. I made my own page, Stance on Photography, and the page didn't kick off. It only got like 10 likes in about, I don't know, a week or a month. But it kept escalating. I kept putting more photos of wildlife. As I grew more interested in photography, I read this book called Scott Kelby's Digital Photography Books. It's a really helpful book. It talks about how you can use digital cameras, including the small ones, the small amateurish ones, to make really spectacular photos. And I read the book and I instantly fell in love with it. I don't have it with me now because a friend of mine's borrowing it. And I started taking more artistic photography, and then my page started kick off. I borrowed a telephoto. 400mm lens to take this shot of a burrowing owl, and the Aruban word for burrowing owl means shoko. And it's standing right there on the Shoko sign of our national park. And that kicked off the page immediately. It got 80 likes. And then a friend of mine said, "Don't worry, I'll get you to 100 likes before the night." And he kept his promise. Before the night was over, I had nearly 102 likes. And it progressed on. Now I'm over 195 likes on my page. But to be honest, I'm not doing it for likes. I actually started the page because my computer was filling up with too many photos. So that's why I decided to start a page so I can share them with people, instead of literally just keeping looking at them by myself. Because I'm literally sitting here like, man, I'm looking at it. My parents are looking at what I want other people to see, what work I put into these photos. So yeah, that's how Stance of Photography was born. After the page's 1 year anniversary, I wanted to make an actual logo. Because usually I didn't have a logo. I would just put it in Photoshop and put random text Stance of Photography to watermark it. So I downloaded Adobe Fireworks, and when I started, I had not so much as a clue how to make a photo, how to make a professional looking logo. So what I just did, I just took two S's, put it like on top of each other, and like put a bunch of random dots around it, and just write my name, Stance on, like that, and bam, it looked pretty professional. So I used that as my logo. But since birds were my main thing to take photos of, a few months later I'm like saying, wow, why can't I make the logo better? So I masked out two birds that I had, a photo of a hummingbird and a photo of a seabird. Sorry. And I masked them out from the pictures and filled them completely out with black in Photoshop, and just bring them into the Adobe Fireworks, and it worked. It actually worked. It looked pretty dang good, and I got a lot of positive responses. Sorry guys, I'm taking too much time with this video. Next video I'll upload maybe tomorrow or next week, because I have to study for like a couple of tests this week. I would like to personally thank my friend Arten Trump. Like his page. His page has over like 2,000 likes. He is like the best photographer I know, and if it wasn't for him, my page wouldn't be like the way it is now. So huge props to Arten. Thank you so much, dude. You have no idea how much this means to me. I had no other way to thank you, but yeah, post a video of it. So yeah, like his channel. I put a link somewhere. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you next time. Blah.